It is Tuesday. It's January 20th. I got to look at my notes. Sometimes I forget. I'm Michael Taylor. Glad to be here with you on this day. We got a great show for you. Did you enjoy the game last night, by the way? Did the right team win? I don't know who you're rooting for. It was a fun game to watch. If you didn't have any skin in the game, it was just kind of fun to watch. It was a really active game. Really fun national championship game for college. And we got the playoffs more playoffs coming up this weekend. Lots of good football going on. But right now on our show, none of those things. We have VMS's very own CEO, Siobhan Foster. She's going to be here telling us a little bit of what's going on at VMS, the things we need to know, some great updates and some great tips, so stay tuned for that. And then later in the program, the Deal Firm guys are going to be here, Tom Burns and Adam Gilman. They're going to be talking to us about selling a business, how they help broker those things. You may own a business, but you may not know how to sell your business now that you had it. If you're ready to retire or just step away and do something else, they can help with that process as well. Right now, though, we want to keep you informed. We've got an important one for you. If you're looking out for getting rid of those scam callers, those scam texts, those emails, all those things, California now has a powerful way to reduce unwanted emails, texts, and scam calls. It's a new state-run platform that allows residents to request the deletion of their personal data from more than 500 registered data brokers with a single free submission, okay? So go to the Village website and look for that information in the news and follow that link. This is a safe link. This is our Village website, so don't worry about clicking on those unknown links. This is a safe one. It'll get you right there to the drop page for California privacy, and you can take care of that in one fell swoop. And not eliminate them all. We're never promising that, but to get rid of a lot of those that are coming in and block those with the state law that's in effect there. So that's a great tool for you guys. Hey, let's take a check of our weather forecast. We've got great, look at those skies out there, a little bit of clouds in the sky, and that's what it's going to be like today, just wispy clouds up in the air, maybe a little bit more moving, because on Wednesday we're going to have mostly cloudy, and the temperatures kind of drop down into the 60s after today, as we kind of, a little bit of a cooling trend, and a little bit more onshore flow, bringing the clouds in a little deeper every day. So there you go, there's our forecast for you, and tick up on Saturday, a little bit warmer. That's nice. Let's take a look at our sunrise, sunset while we're at it. Look at this beautiful picture from Cape Nettic White House in Maine. Thank you, Joel Goldstein, for sending us this picture. I think that's a very famous White House. I feel like a lighthouse, rather. I've seen that before, right? Isn't that a famous one in Maine? I think I'm right there, but I never know. Thanks, Joel, for sending this picture. Sunrise this morning was 6:52. Sunset tonight is going to be 5:10. If you have a picture, you don't have to go all the way to Maine to do it like Joel did, but we'd appreciate the pictures. You can do it right here in the community. Sunrise, sunset, pets, places around the community. We love those shots. Email them to us. LagunaWoodsVillageTV@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, take it horizontally if you can, and we will use it in our sunrise sunset segment. Okay, one meeting to tell you about. When we come back, we'll be talking to Siobhan Foster from VMS. Stay with us.
Welcome to OC Eye Care, home of the first customizable lens implant with a light adjustable lens, making it possible to see clearly at near, intermediate, and distance.
Before I had cataract surgery, I struggled to see like long distance. I couldn't read tiny print. I had 2 light treatments each eye, and neither of them were painful at all. They last about 90 seconds. After the surgery, I was pretty much just back to normal life in like 2 days. I absolutely would do surgery all over again.
Pearl 32 Dental, we redefine your dental experience with comfort, technology, and care. Led by Dr. Rezai and Dr. Jahed Manish, we specialize in patient-first dentistry. We do permanent crowns in just one visit with our same-day CEREC technology. From smile makeovers to laser therapy and implants, we blend artistry with innovation. We accept payment plans, or you can check out our 3-tier membership for exclusive savings. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your appointment today.
You've changed. That sparkle in your eyes is gone. Your smile is just a careless yawn. You're breaking.
lady ain't singing no blues. A Billie Holiday story and musical featuring Miss Leslie McCurdy. Sunday, March 22nd, 4 p.m. at the PAC. Tickets at the PAC box office.
We want to welcome the CEO for Village Management Services, Siobhan Foster, to our program. Always a lot to talk about and always a lot going on with VMS, right? You guys are just always busy. That's the way it goes.
It is.
So we'll start with the Ting Fiber Project. It's moving along as expected and even a little bit better in some places, right?
That's correct. We were often asked how is the project going, and we just wanted to share the year-end statistics with everyone. And as you can see on the screen, we exceeded our pre-wiring and installation targets. So everything finished well.
So everything's going as planned, at least so far. No major hangups in keeping things right on schedule, right?
That's correct. And then looking ahead to next year, these are the milestones for the project. And I wanted to add that installations were never intended to be at a uniform pace. We wanted to start slowly and then ramp up, and that's what these numbers show as we look forward to the current year.
It's like painting a room or whatever. You have all that prep. You have all, hey, we got here. We don't know what we're getting into just yet. So this is going to take a little time. But then once you start hitting the ground running, everything can really kind of ramp up, like you say, right?
Exactly. So we'll be adding additional installation teams to support this volume.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a great schedule. And by the end of year, that's the schedule for this year. They're kind of almost be pretty much complete, right? That's going to be the end of it.
That's the intent.
Wow, that's fantastic. Great news. And on another subject, we want to talk about OC alerts, how to keep people safe and those kinds of things.
Yes, with the anniversary of the LA fires, we wanted to just remind our residents to enroll in OC alerts. This is the Orange County official emergency alert system. It sends countywide alerts by telephone, text, and emails. And then Laguna Woods Village, we have our Everbridge system, which is used for village-specific alerts. It covers gate closures, traffic, and community instructions. It may relay major alert OC messages with added village details when necessary. So to enroll in both of these, you can visit lagunawoodsvillage.com, scroll to the footer at the bottom, and click Sign Up Today underneath the Alert OC and Everbridge logos.
Yeah, and it's a great idea to have both of those because, like you say, it's more specific information for like fire or flood information, things like that for Laguna Woods Village might not be covered in just a broader OC alert kind of thing. So
Correct.
That's great. We got some pictures of some residential fire issues that we had, and you want to talk a little bit about fire safety here.
I do. I just want to remind residents we've had 3 stovetop fire responses from the Orange County Fire Authority in the last 30 days.
Oh, wow.
This is generally pots and things left on the stove, and here are some pictures of those fires. Fortunately, they resulted in no structural damage, but it's time for a reminder to everyone.
Yeah, and fire extinguishers are a big part of that first step. And if there's before the responders get there, you can usually handle a lot of this yourself.
Correct, and we defer to Orange County Fire Authority, but they recommend that fire extinguishers can help fires from escalating if you have the right kind at the right place and at the right time. They recommend you keep one in your kitchen, where most common house fires start, and perhaps another one near your home exit to add in a safe getaway if needed.
Absolutely. Make sure those exit points are very known to you and practiced even. Orange County Fire Authority also has some tips that you guys want to pass along too.
That's correct. They recommend using an ABC extinguisher. They're recommended for home use because the A means the device can extinguish fires from wood, cotton, and cloth. The B means it fights fires from flammable liquids like cooking sprays. And the C means that it will extinguish fires resulting from live electricity.
Okay.
And they have a technique they recommend using. It's called the pass technique. Pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the lever slowly, and sweep from side to side.
And try to do it calmly. I'm in the middle of I'm sure I'd be kind of panicky, but if you practice these things ahead of time, like here's how you do these things, you can it'll become muscle memory hopefully. So that's important to know those ahead of time.
Correct. And then on their website, the ocfa.org website, there are videos on how to use a fire extinguisher, as well as all sorts of informational items in various languages about fire safety. And our last reminder is to always call 911 and ensure you have a safe, clear exit
Right.
before using a fire extinguisher.
Absolutely. Now, another thing for safety is financial safety. Scams like that happen too, and people do prey on the elderly in our community, and that's one of those things that's reality. And so, how can we avoid some of those mail scams that are going on?
Yes, thank you. We've had some recent workshops on scams and just want to pass along some of the tips. In terms of avoiding mail scams, be on the alert for fake delivery notices. These are emails or texts pretending to be the postal service.
I get those from UPS, like the fake ones from UPS a lot.
Or FedEx asking you to pay a
Right.
small fee or update details for a missed package with links. And so you never want to click on those malicious links. There's government impersonation scammers posing as IRS, Social Security, or law enforcement demanding immediate payment for fake debts, often using threats of arrest. Prizes and sweepstakes, letters promising large winnings, but requiring upfront payment for taxes or processing fees.
Yeah, and a lot of the taxes ones are out now because now it's filing season, so to speak.
And then be on the alert for phony inheritance or lottery emails or letters from foreign officials or lawyers promising vast sums if you pay initial fees. What are
Right.
known as brushing scams, receiving unsolicited packages with cheap items from unknown sellers to generate fake positive reviews. Again, they want you to click on that link that they
Right.
provide to you.
Right.
Grandparent emergency scams, letters or calls claiming a loved one is in trouble and needs immediate funds, and often ask for gift cards or wire transfers.
Heard of that one.
And glue traps. This involves thieves placing sticky rodent glue traps or other sticky substances inside the postal blue collection boxes to snag mail, especially checks and gift cards as they fall in.
That's a new one to me. I've never heard of them using that, but that's, boy, criminals are creative. I'll give them that.
They are. And just some tips to protect against mail scams. Shred all your mail. Do not click on links. That's probably the most
That's the biggie I've
important.
learned the hard way, unfortunately.
Never send cash or gift cards. Verify by calling back. If a call seems official, hang up and call the organization using an official telephone number.
Absolutely.
And then lastly, take mail directly to a postal worker at the post office. Deposit mail in new or high security collection boxes with narrow slots and no pull down doors. Drop mail as close to the final pickup time as possible. Use gel pens or permanent markers like Sharpies to write checks. These are harder to wash.
Right.
Pay bills online or sign up for direct debits to avoid mailing checks. And then there are all sorts of places you can file complaints with the FTC, with the United States Postal Service, and the California Attorney General. And all those links are on our website under the News tab.
Great, and that's a great, and the website is a great source for all of this and more, for all sorts of tips, and you guys are always putting stuff out there in terms of helping the community, giving folks tips and doing that kind of thing. So the Village website is a great place to go for all this information and more. Thank you so much, Siobhan Foster, CEO for Village Management Services. I know you already have a meeting coming up, so thanks for coming in this morning and have a great day.
Thank you, I appreciate it, Michael.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back with more.
The Laguna Woods History Center, the only purpose-built local history archive in Orange County, has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Whether you're curious about local milestones, searching for historical documents, or exploring treasured artifacts, the History Center is your gateway to the stories that shape Laguna Woods. The Laguna Woods History Center is a separate building adjacent to the Village Library. We are open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us and find your place in history.
Hi, my name is Ford. I'm a graduate gemologist and the founder here at Gold Standard. I've been in the jewelry and watch trade for over 30 years. Bring me your jewelry, watches, coins, even sterling silver flatware. I buy it all. Any item, big or small, you never know what you have in your jewelry box. Schedule a private appointment, bring me your items, and let me tell you what they're really worth. Never will you feel pressured. I treat all of my clients like their family. Gold Standard Company, by appointment only, here in Laguna Hills.
When it comes to protecting your vision from glaucoma, early intervention makes all the difference.
By using proactive steps through interventional glaucoma, we preserve your vision.
With cutting-edge technology and compassionate care,
We're changing how glaucoma is treated.
one patient at a time. As interventional glaucoma specialists, we're not just managing glaucoma, we're redefining it.
Harvard Eye Associates.
The future of vision today.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. If you are in the business of either selling a business or buying a business, I've got the deal firm here with me, and business brokers Adam Gilman and Tom Burns. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Very nice to have you here. We've had some wonderful conversation before the segment started. I'm anxious to continue it. But first, for those viewers who are watching and they don't know what exactly a business broker is, they've heard a million times real estate brokers, real estate agents.
Right.
How are you different than a home real estate agent or broker?
Well,
We're better looking.
we're certainly better looking, but
That's a great place to start.
no, we're real estate agents, but for businesses, and
Great way
not
of
for
putting it.
homes, right?
Great way of putting it.
So we specialize in the sale and purchases of businesses, and what that means is we'll go in and we'll meet with a business owner, we'll do a valuation. If everyone's on the same page, then we'll take it to market, we'll market the business. And then on the other side of the equation, we'll screen the buyers, bring in a buyer, and then hopefully everything goes well, and then we'll facilitate the deal to the close. So we facilitate from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm. So you really take the anxiety out of the process. You make sure that you have NDAs in place so
Correct.
that both buyer and seller are protected. Correct?
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to disclose anything. You want to keep that confidentiality, right? And so when somebody is going through that process, and I have done this personally, and I was actually in Paris. This is how relaxed I was because I had turned it over to a professional.
Right.
And they did the deal for me. And I came back, actually, I think I signed the documents while I was still in Paris and flew back and
That's the way to do it.
finished the sale here. So your position is wonderful to just take the guesswork out of everything that both buyer and seller are going through.
It is, because like selling a house, a business, selling a business is a process. So our job is to be an intermediary between the buyer and seller, similar to selling a house, right?
Right.
And hopefully, if the parties work together, and we try to approach our deals in a collaboration between the parties, so that everyone works together, and that typically makes it for a smoother transition.
Absolutely. Who's your typical client? Who are you serving right now?
Main Street typically is what we take care of. Anything from $500,000 to $10 million, but that would be lower middle market. But the local bakeries or the restaurants, I recently sold a law firm. I think I mentioned it last time. I sold a resort fishing resort up in way up above Mammoth.
Did you?
That was pretty interesting, yeah.
So you focus mainly in California, Southern California. Where's your region?
We're licensed in California.
Okay.
But our focus is in Southern California.
Yeah.
It is mostly in Southern
Yes.
California.
From La Jolla to Los Angeles. Yeah.
And do you have to actively go seek out those clients, look for people who might be thinking about selling, or are there enough of them that they're coming to you?
It's both. We market to business owners that might have an interest in selling, and then because we've been in the business for a long time, we get a lot of referrals from other real estate agents, from accountants, from lawyers.
How are you determining what the businesses are worth?
It's a great question. So There's a couple different methodologies that we apply, but the typical method that we use is what we call a multiple of discretionary earnings. And basically for Main Street businesses, they typically sell for a multiple of between 1 and 4 times. So I'll give you an example. A restaurant that, let's say that they gross $500,000 and their net income is $100,000, the average multiple for a restaurant is about 2 times. So the value, and I'm just giving, a broad stroke, but the value would be around $200,000.
Many of those businesses are like we were discussing before, a woman's boutique or a men's boutique, clothing boutique. The owners are working there. The buyers are looking for jobs. So when you sell a boutique like that, it's typically the buyer is going to be somebody who wants to work it, and be there for the rest of their whatever. But it's an
owner operator.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then the numbers become pretty. If they're doing $500,000, they're typically making $70,000 to $80,000. So that the place would be the multiple too. It would wind up being $150,000 to $175,000 value.
Right. What are the most popular businesses currently that you are trying to move and transition?
Well,
restaurants?
Restaurants are very popular. Manufacturing companies are sought after. Service businesses are very popular right now. It's a pretty broad stroke. But if you talk to any escrow company, they'll tell you that restaurants make up a bulk of their transactions.
And are these restaurants that you are working with, have they been in business for a long time, well established, or has it been somebody that thought, well, I might like this, turns out I don't?
It's a tough sector right now.
So maybe they're in business for a year or two. Would that business be as strong as, say, a business that's been established for 10 years? Or does it just depend on the multiples?
There's lots of variables. A business that's been around for 2 years and doing very well will demand a good multiple. A business been around for 10 years, but in the last year or two is not doing well, the multiple may be lower. So the most important part of the equation is what's happened in the last 12 to 24 months. Because what you did 5 years ago is not relevant.
Right.
Yes, people want to know, for history and to understand the evolution of the business, what were you doing 5 years ago? But from a valuation standpoint, it's, like I said, it's last basically 2 years.
Evaluation also is decided pretty much. If you're looking to sell your business, you'd be very smart to make sure your books and records are squeaky clean, that they can be understood.
Right.
I've come across so many instances where the company looks great on paper, but when somebody gets the P&Ls, it doesn't make any sense, and it just blows the whole thing.
Sure. What are some other deal killers that you come across that prevent a sale
Landlords.
from happening? Landlords is huge. Landlords is huge.
Landlords, but the number one thing that stands out in my mind after doing this for 20 years is time. Time kills deals. So meaning, someone's not signing something they need to in the transaction. A landlord's taking too long because every second, every day that ticks by, and you're not moving to the close, something can happen. Like recently with the government shutdown, that completely wiped out financing for SBA. So that was very difficult. And now some of those deals are, now that the government's back open, some of the parties have walked. I don't want to wait around for another 3 months wondering when things are going to happen.
Yeah, got to get them while they're hot.
So time is really critical. And we tell people, when you get into contract, it's important that we work together until we get it closed. That means all parties. Buyer, seller, accountants, lawyers, landlord, everyone working in sync. That's
It's also important to remember how long it takes to sell a business, from 6 to 7 to 8 months. I call it 6 to 9 months to sell a regular business. Because many people are thinking, well, I'm going to sell my business, and no, it doesn't happen that quickly.
Right.
It takes quite a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of components, and you really have to find the right buyer. It's going to fit in and mesh in with the existing establishment.
No, and Bree, you bring up a good point. Finding the right buyer and having the right seller is so important, because when you have both and you get everyone on the same page, it really makes that transition smoother.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your knowledge and sharing it with our viewers. And next time we have you back, I want to hear some success stories.
Yeah,
Sure,
we'd love to.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Great,
Bree.
you too.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day on Village Television. We'll be back after these messages.
Thinking about selling your business? Well, now could be the time. Hi, I'm Tom Burns, business broker with the Deal Firm. Since 2008, I've helped business owners navigate the selling process. I've sold all kinds of businesses, from restaurants to law firms, to music schools, and even a fishing resort. I'm a business owner myself, so I understand what this process means to you. Your legacy deserves the right hands. If you're ready to sell your business, call me at the Deal Firm today to write your next chapter.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Abbas. For over 20 years, I've been helping families keep their smiles healthy and bright, 10 years right here in Laguna Woods. At our family-owned practice, we do it all: preventative care, digital dentistry, and full smile makeovers, with a team you know and trust. Conveniently located at the Taj Mahal Medical Center, with shuttle access for our Laguna Woods neighbors. Come experience complete care, old-fashioned service, and state-of-the-art dentistry that feels like home.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk about our Friday and Saturday movies today. We got some good ones coming up. On Friday, Harold and Maude, made back in 1971. This is a wild movie. I remember when I first saw this. It's brought to us by RadNet. It's at 2 p.m. with the subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Young, rich, and obsessed with death, Harold finds himself changed forever when he meets lively septuagenarian Maude at a funeral, and the chaos ensues from there. It's a great film. It's a classic. Definitely see this if you haven't seen this one yet. And then on Saturday, we have The Godfather Part 3, the end of the trilogy, the end of Michael Corleone's story. It stars Al Pacino, and it's brought to us by Advanced Ear Care. It's going to be at 2 p.m. with the subtitle and 6 p.m. without the subtitle. It follows the Godfather, Michael Corleone, now that he's in his 60s and seeks to free his family from crime and find suitable successor for his empire. All right, there you go. There's our Friday, Saturday movies. Let's take a quick check of the forecast before we head out. And we have some nice skies today. We've got a wispy clouds up there, and might be increasing clouds because Wednesday we're going to be mostly cloudy and cloudy again on Thursday. Temperatures are going to go on the cooler side from today, so enjoy today's 73 because we're in the 60s for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Cool overnight temperatures as well. All right, folks, tomorrow on the program, we have Senior Centers going to be telling us about what they got going on down there, and Village String Band's going to be here talking about their next big show, and I'll be here as well. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you make this day a great one.